Hi, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Marisa, and welcome to the March edition of Pierce TV.
Pierce TV is a production of the Digital Design Program here at Pierce College in Lakewood, Washington.
This month we'll have Denise Arnold talking about our foster parent education program, available through distance learning and our grounded classes.
We'll have films from our digital design as well as digital movie making programs, along with a segment from a DUI drill held recently at our Puyallup campus.
Monica Nucciarone from our Advising Center will fill us in on more about our community college system.
We'll have Bolle and Kristin Brunnemer from the writing centers that are available to students on both our Fort Steilacoom and Puyallup campuses.
One of the most innovative programs we have here at Pierce is the IBest Program. Here from the IBest Program is Jon Kerr.
Integrated Basic Education and Skills Training, or the IBest programs, are one of the most exciting endeavors that's happening in education throughout Washington State. IBest programs pair a basic skills instructor or an academic support instructor in the same classroom with a content area professional technical instructor. For example, in our nursing program, students have their nursing instructors, and for 100% of the time, they have an academic support instructor that helps them with the writing for nursing, the math for nursing, the speaking, the reading, everything, so that they're not only successful in nursing, but they're also raising their academic skills at the same time. Here at Pierce College, we have 4 IBest programs. We have a Corrections Protection Officer and Careers program. We have a Certified Nursing Assistant program, Early Childhood Education Certificate program, and the Integrated Business Technology Certificate programs. Students in these programs all earn a college certificate, college credits towards a 2-year and/or 4-year college degree, and are put on a pathways to a livable wage job in an upcoming high-demand career field.
The ESL IBest program is very good for students who are not from America, their language are second, and want to study some profession, but they need to improve their English language. So this program, especially for me, was to get a CNA program and to learn and improve not only my English but medical terms the same. It's big plus for me because now I'm much sure about my English and I can't speak with people around me what wasn't before. In the class we were students from different countries and we were supposed to speak only English. So this was a very good class.
Next up, we have Bolle and Kristin Brunnemer from the writing centers at Puyallup and Fort Steilacoom campuses.
The Puyallup Writing Center is located in L207 in the library building at Puyallup campus. We started really small back in 1993. There were 3 people besides me. We worked in a place the size of a broom closet. Nevertheless, students began flocking to us because a lot of students knew that they needed help with basic skills after they got out of high school. It was a place where you didn't have to be alone with your English paper assignment or any other assignment for that matter. We have certainly grown in the last almost 20 years. We're located now in a much larger room that we're sharing with the Math Center and with the Tutoring Center. And far from 3 employees, I have 14 student workers who are students who have high English skills and exceptional niceness skills.
The Writer Center here at Fort Steilacoom is located in Cascade 526, and we're here to help you with all stages of your writing. If you're working on planning and proofreading a paper or want some help with researching, editing, or MLA format, we are professional tutors and we're here and happy to help. There'll always be someone on staff between the hours of 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Fridays. Those are our regular hours, and we are there for you. We think of our Writer Center as something to help students with all aspects of their writing, even if it's non-school related, such as resumes or college applications. We also have a large self-study area that can be really helpful too. We have computers with a lot of grammar websites and internet access. We have printers for working and polishing on your papers. We can also help you when you are having a problem with one of your discs. We have a book exchange shelf that's really quite popular too, where you can leave a book and bring in a book, or exchange anytime, or leave $1 if you prefer as well. Please stop by anytime and know that the center is like a gym membership. It's there for you as often as you'd like to come in.
Next up, here are some 3D film shorts from the digital design program here at Pierce College.
We sailed away, we walked thousand miles, I think we slipped away. We looked so hard, but couldn't seem to find just what the world was for. Now we know just what the journey's for.
we have Denise Arnold from the Foster Parent Education Program.
The Pierce College Foster Parent Program is a real unique program in that it's one of the only foster parent programs that is accredited in the United States. And one of the unique features is you can either take classes for credit or for earning foster parent hours. Foster parents in Washington State need a total of 36 hours of training every 3 years in order to renew their license, and this gives them an opportunity to earn 6 hours each time they take a course. Parents have an opportunity to take a course online. They can sit at home in their pajamas. They can work at 1 o'clock in the morning after the children have gone to sleep, or they can actually take classes on ground. The material is equal. It's the same material but in a different format. And that actually meets the needs of more foster parents. Now, it's not just for parents, it's for parents who are thinking of becoming foster parents, and it's for caretakers and caregivers. Maybe grandma or grandpa in the family is looking for a little bit of extra assistance. One of the nice things about the program is that we try to meet the needs of what the foster parents have been looking for. We have behavior management. We try to help meet the needs of parents who have developmentally delayed children. Maybe they have a child that's ADHD, and we try to look for different ways to meet their needs, build on goals, and work with the child to come up with a solid solution. Other classes would include understanding chemical dependency, working with children of diverse cultures, working on self-esteem. Another aspect that we try to work on in another class that we offer is looking at the impact of moving a child from one place to another and how we can accommodate that child better. One of the biggest benefits of working in this, of taking classes at Pierce College, would be that you do have that option and you don't have to take complete classes online or on ground. You can mix up the classes. And once a certain number of classes have been met, you can actually earn a foster parent certificate and work that into a professional technical degree. And this is exciting for some foster parents. They become hooked and want to go on to do social work or counseling. And that's another benefit of the program. It gets them hooked to learning how to take college classes again and succeed from that point on.
Here's more from our digital movie making program.
Survive seemed in vain. Hungry children in a poverty-stricken land. As I pass by, they reach out for my hand with dirty faces and tattered clothes. First I did not see, did not realize. Then they looked up at me with their big brown eyes, and I knew that they were angel eyes, staring back at me, begging for some love, something they didn't get enough of. Angel eyes, fighting back the tears, trying to hide the fears that were raging deep inside of them angel eyes. And taught our faith. Just believe and you'll be saved. We walked beside them hand in hand. I will never forget what they did for me. Dirty faces and tattered clothes. I finally saw them for who they really were. I looked into their big brown eyes and I knew that they were angel eyes, staring back at me, giving me their love, something I'd never get enough of. Angel eyes, wiping away my tears, taking away my fears that were raging deep inside me. angel eyes. They ran after us as the bus pulled away, wanting us to stop and wanting us to stay. I wiped a tear away. Someone called my name, that child and an angel, but one and the same. Little angels calling out to me, showing me the way and strengthening my faith. Little angels giving me wings, opening my eyes, giving me reason to fly. Little angel eyes staring back at me, begging for some love, something they didn't get enough of. Angel eyes fighting back the tears, trying to hide the fears that were raging deep inside of them. Angel eyes.
We're here at the Pierce College Fort Steilacoom Art Gallery.
This year, the Art Gallery is hosting the 20th anniversary of the high school art exhibition, which runs from March 5th to the 16th.
You're watching Pierce TV, a production of the Digital Design Program at Pierce College.
During the summer months, the Digital Design Program offers a video production and DVD authoring class.
Here's a short film from last summer by digital design student Sean McFerrin.
We're joining Chris today from Fishing with Chris for a little bit of prairie dog fishing. So Chris, what are we doing today?
We're going fishing for those elusive prairie dogs.
To join Chris today fishing for prairie dogs, we're going to need a few things. First, we're going to need our typical fishing pole geared with some extra heavyweight line. We're also going to need to make sure we have our cooler filled with beer. So while Chris waits for a bite, let's see how we rig up to catch those elusive creatures. First, you're going to need to attach your line to the end of the rod. We recommend using some very secure knots and some extra heavy-duty line. Here we see Chris at a prairie dog hole, and he's laying out his noose. All that's left is to sit back at camp and wait for the bite.
Uh-oh, he went down the hole.
If he runs back down the hole, then we're going to have to wait till our prairie dog passes out. After he passes out, he's ours. Chris, that's got to be a 12-point prairie dog.
Yeah, but this is strictly catch and release.
I hear you, Chris. Catch and release is what it's all about.
Here's Monica Nucciarone from our Advising Center.
We as advisors are often asked, are my courses transferable? The answer to that question really has more to do with what your courses transfer as, rather than whether or not they transfer in the first place. Most college-level courses transfer to any other college in the United States and vice versa. However, though many courses transfer as equivalent courses, some do not. Those courses typically still are transferable, but may fall in the elective category of your degree. It all depends on the school you attend, the degree you choose, as well as your major. Now, for how your transcripts are evaluated, advisors can do an unofficial evaluation of your credits, which is a quick but professional review of any college credits you have completed so far from any institution. But to have an official evaluation of your credits, our evaluations office conducts this service for current students, and here is what you do. 1. All official transcripts from all the colleges you've attended need to be on file in our records office. 2, you need to be a current Pierce College student. 3, fill out a request form entitled Request for Evaluation of Courses from Other Sources. It generally takes about 8 to 12 weeks to receive a reply in the mail. Last, in order to apply for your actual degree, the same information applies except to fill out the request form entitled Degree and Diploma Application. In some cases, especially with professional technical degrees, you may need to contact the program coordinator of your particular technical degree to review coursework from another college. This ensures that that person in charge of the program can approve any course substitutions. If you have any questions regarding this process, you can read through the Pierce College catalog or Pierce College website or ask an advisor in the Advising Center.
One of the many services available to students on both the Fort Steilacoom and Puyallup campuses are the computer labs.
Next up is a video from Kandee Nelson on our Puyallup Computing Center.
The heart of all the action located in the College Center building is the 147 plus computers available in the spectacular new Computer Center. The Computer Center is a department dedicated to helping students be successful. That includes student users and lab assistants as well. The student lab assistants are fresh, fun, and innovative while delivering unmatched client service to new and current students. Students with hardware or software questions can get one-on-one help to complete their assignments. Center Supervisor Laura Bagley guarantees that every student gets the information they need and that they are pleased with their experience. Students are free to come and go anytime the center is open, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. on most days. Student lab assistants check students in and out using the student's ID card and our Fast Track program. Fast Track is designed to gather data on Computer Center usage. The latest technology in student tracking is used to manage the Computer Center business. The latest Fast Track program assures accurate accounting and improved service. Statistics from the Fast Track program are used in part to schedule student lab assistants during the busiest hours.
Oh, of course. Thank you for your help, sir. Everybody is really enthusiastic, helpful, and attractive. I love coming into the computer lab because Ben is a great tutor and everybody else in here is very knowledgeable and once again, very good looking.
Students can always find a place to do homework when the center is open late, 4 nights a week as well as Fridays and Saturdays. This state-of-the-art facility is mainly funded by the student technology fees, and excellent customer service is our #1 objective. Visit the Puyallup Computer Center online at www.pierce.ctc.edu/PUY-labs.
Next up is a segment from a DUI drill held recently at our Puyallup campus.
What you're about to witness happened over 649 times in Washington State last year and 65 times here in Pierce County. These numbers include all of those who died in impaired driving related crashes. Law enforcement arrives on the scene. Their primary job is to assure that the scene is safe, to control traffic, and to start investigating the crime.
Guys, are we okay? Sure, I'm smelling some alcohol on the breath. How much you had to drink tonight?
A couple hours ago.
A couple what, Andrew?
The extent of injuries and the number of patients is important.
All right, what are your injuries right now?
To the 911. We have to have one person that is in charge because he's the first one here. That is an officer type. he will be responsible for the coordination of all of the fire department's installations as far as securing and treating the patients and making sure the fire. Also, all of our firefighter and paramedics use a full firefighter buttons here, which again helps them for fire protection. Also, again, because of the severity of this incident, we have a second medic unit arriving again to help with patient care.
I want you to count 1001, 1006, 1002, and so on until I tell you to stop. A person with the type of class security,
go into surgery based on severe if they need surgery in the operating room. Now in the car here closest to you, closest to most of you, you've seen that they've removed the patient here, and they've also put a cervical collar on their neck again to help protect from any further paralyzing type of injuries. Now at this point, once those are on the back of the medic unit, at this point, 2 large IVs will be started in the patient as per protocol. Any type of time there's a major injury like this, they'll have 2 IVs put in. As you've been witnessing, the driver of the vehicle is being placed under arrest for DUI.
We leave you today with some photorealism and some animations from the digital design program. We'll be back in April with another episode.
Thanks for watching. If you want to catch this episode again, it will be available on the web at pierce.ctc.edu/PierceTV.